Hi, this is Jake, and we're going to go over the December 2015 Apocabox. For people who may not know, the Apocabox is a subscription box service that comes out every other month that features survival items, bushcrafting items, or just things to do outside. It's really enjoyable, and I'm actually going to go over a couple of the items that are featured in this month's box. The box is actually curated by Creek Stewart. He's a survival teacher in Indiana, and the box is even assembled by his family at his compound in Indiana.
Do we seriously have to wear these hats?
Come on, guys, we've got to get in the Christmas spirit for the subscribers. And besides, you don't want to upset Santa.
He actually goes through every item in the box, so it's approved by him, but it's also got a nice personal touch like I'm going to show you in this box. This is a great box for anybody who's interested in outdoors, survival, prepping, or just having some fun items around the house. Especially this month's box, there's a lot of things to do, there's a lot of activities and a lot of things to learn, so it's definitely a great buy for people who are interested in getting outdoors more often. In fact, this month's box was actually overflowing with items. It was kind of like a second Christmas. There was so much stuff and so many things to do that I haven't even gone through all of them yet. The first item in this box is the Willow knife, right?
No.
The first item in this box is actually the Willow leaf.
No.
The first item in this month's box is actually the Willow leaf knife. It's part of the Aboriginal woodworking series. It's a hand-forged knife that you can use. It's sort of like a primal woodworking tool. Creek actually shows us how to carve a spoon in this month's Apocabox challenge, so I'll go over that a little bit later, but I wanted to give you guys a nice look at this thing. You can actually tell where it's hand-forged and hammered here. It's a very cool product, very, very unique, and I think it'll definitely appeal to not only the bushcrafters out there, but if you do any woodworking yourself, this is definitely an awesome item to include in your collection. I don't know if you're looking online, Instagram has a bunch of them, but people are really cutting their hands on these things, which means they're sharp and they are the real deal. The second item in this month's box is the Not If But When patch. Creek's actually calling it the Mountain High Top patch, and it's one of the more uniquely shaped patches. It's kind of small, which actually, like, 'cause a lot of them are too big, they really don't have a good place to go. I know this one's going right on my everyday bag. I think it looks great. The extra little stitching up here is probably my favorite detail. Creek was also running a contest this month to see who could design the best patch, and he would actually make it part of the box for future months. So expect more of these patches in the future. The next item in this month's box is actually really universal and everybody can use it. It's this small little notebook with the pencil. The pencil's got Creek's motto on there. When I first saw this pencil, I thought it'd be great for woodworking. Obviously, this is what you would use in a wood shop. And it took me a minute to figure out why Creek would actually include this with the box. But it's so you can use your knife to whittle it down. So no matter where you are, you don't have to have a pencil sharpener on you, and you're not going to risk breaking a number 2. And this one actually says notes in the back 14. Creek goes on to say in the notebook that the 14 acres of his parents' farm kind of belong to him. They're the back 14 of their property, and that was for him to explore, and he would make all kinds of notes. This is just a plain notebook that you're supposed to fill out, and I can't think of a situation where I don't need one of these. I'm going to put one in my bug out bag, I've got some in the kitchen, they're all over the place. So if you don't have one of these already stashed on your person, here you go. What I like about this and what kind of makes it stand out is it is emblazoned with the Apocabox logo. It's got the story here of why Creek would write stuff, you know, on the notebook, and he actually references things like American Ninja and Huck Finn, which is kind of cool. And Creek's motto on it is also a nice little touch, so good item. The next item is the Handy Hanky Forager Bandana. It's these 2 bandanas that have been sewn together, which might seem a little strange, but it does come with a booklet to show you all the different uses for this. It kind of works like a small drawstring sack that you can use for foraging, but also storing any of your supplies. I think probably one of my favorite uses of this is it can be stuffed with leaves and used as a makeshift pillow when you're out in the woods. You can also stuff your clothes in there and that kind of thing. Also, if you're a hobo, this is going to cut down on time for making your own bindle. The Apocabox usually comes stocked with at least one food item every other month. This month is the sucker with the free ants inside. Creek's saying that it's free protein. I don't know when I'm actually going to eat this because I'm doing pretty good on groceries right now, but I'm sure if the going gets tough, I'm gonna be happy I have this. I really enjoy getting these items that you can use in your first aid kit because I do feel like there's a practical application of that. And this one is the Bug Out Bone Splint. It does have the Apocabox logo on it, and I haven't taken mine apart because I want to keep it together in case there's an emergency. I don't want it all unfolded. But basically you can unfold this thing, wrap it around a leg or an arm that might be broken or sprained, and keep it in place. Super useful item, and I bet a lot of us don't have this already stocked in our first aid kits in our home. It's definitely really sturdy, and I like that it comes in this bright orange color too, so that way if someone's in a medical emergency and they're examining a body and they want to see where the problem is, they're going to be able to find it right away with this thing. Even though every Apocabox is already stocked full of fire tinder in the way of shredded newspaper, Creek's actually included this giant bag of dragon fire tinder. You know it's extreme because there's a sticker right here that says extreme. What's interesting is no two bags of this stuff are alike. The people at the dragon fire tinder stock them with different stuff every single time. As we can see inside, we've got all kinds of stuff. We got some wood shavings here, some bundles of some hay, maybe some hair. So it's good stuff if you live in a really wet region or a really barren region and you want to get a fire started quickly. Maybe pack some of this in smaller bags, put it in your bag, and head out. Next item is this awesome stocking stuffer. It's called Time to Get Knotty. It's actually a camp game that teaches you how to tie different sorts of knots. The kit actually comes with this little deck of cards that shows you how to do the knots, and then some dowels and rope for practicing. Knots are definitely important to know, especially if you're in a survival situation, and I gotta be honest, when I was in Scouts, knots was not my strong suit. So I'm gonna drop this thing in my camping supplies, so that way when I'm hanging around a base camp, I can get to practice in. Now this was one of the items that I was the most excited to get, and I haven't taken it apart and tried it yet because I wanted to show you guys what it all looked like completed, but it's a kit on how to make pine pitch glue. This stuff is just as strong as epoxy, and you can make it out in the wild. Luckily for us, Creek has actually put in the ingredients here. Like most Apocabox items, it does come with the handwritten instructions. This is your bag of gum rosin. Maybe it's rosin and I'm just saying it wrong. Here's your bag of beeswax. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that one right. And your bag of very fine charcoal and the tin case, which can also double in making char cloth. Everything you're gonna need to practice this at home. It's super cool. This is the kind of thing you can only get through an Apocabox. They don't sell this in stores. They don't sell this at camping supplies. They don't sell this kind of thing at REI. You've got to get this through the Apocabox so you can learn this kind of bushcrafting. Okay, so you've got your pine pitch glue all set up. It's time to take your Ferro-Rod and your Fatwood that Creek included with this month's Apocabox and make yourself a little pocket bushcraft fire starter. Fatwood is super flammable wood, so you can scrape a little bit of this off and then use the back of your knife or any sort of blade that you have on you to scrape the Ferro-Rod to get a fire going. This is another awesome DIY project that comes only in the Apocabox. And this is actually something that I really like about the Apocabox. It's not just full of items that Creek's bought from different army surplus stores or camping stores or survival stores. This is actual projects that you can learn that you might not have done in your area. Maybe you don't have the kind of resources in where you live. I live in Southern California, so my resources are different from that in Indiana. So if I want to actually practice something that Creek teaches, I've got to go and seek out those items. By getting the Apocabox, the items actually come directly to me and I can try it. Since this was actually the Christmas Apocabox, Creek threw in an extra item in this sort of tube bandana, emblazoned with his logo all over it. And these things are great. I know my girlfriend's actually used these a couple times to put up her hair, but they can be used as a neck buff or to put your hair back, to keep the sun off of you. It's got 101 uses, so it's actually a pretty cool little gift. Thanks. Like I said earlier in the video, The Willow leaf knife, part of the Aboriginal Wood series that creaked through with this month's box, is actually part of the Apocabox challenge for this month. I wanted to show you too the block of wood that you're going to use to carve your own spoon. This spoon blanket looks like it's made from pine, but I've seen a lot of creative stuff online with people doing carving and staining, so you can definitely add your own unique touch. I haven't done mine yet because I wanted to show you guys the raw product, but you can go on Instagram, hashtag Apocabox, and see everyone's really cool spoons. They've been knocking them out of the park. So that was the December Apocabox. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you got your own box, you definitely enjoyed it. And if you're waiting until February, I'm sure you'll dig that one as well. We'll see you guys next time. Baby. Baby girl. Give me a kiss. Thank you.